Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. You've guessed it, we're in downtown Kato Paphos. We're at the rear end of downtown Kato Paphos Bar Street. Watching your CVL booth is looking beautiful, and just over there to give you a bearing is the Sofiana Resort and Spa. We're going to go storm the Kato Paphos Bar Street area, but before we do, watching your CVL booth, the most beautiful woman in the world wants to say hello.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. So stick with us. We're going to go off on our travels and we'd like you to come with us. So that's a nice feature. As it gets darker, if you understand, the lights change. Green, blue, white, pink. Gets very, very nice indeed. You've got the Aces pub over there. But your big focal point and a very popular hotel resort indeed is the Sofiana Resort and Spa. You've got a taxi depot just over there called Daphne Taxi. You've got a bus stop which will take you wherever you want to go. And then you've got this rather nice wooden decked pathway through this little park area that will take you and lead you to some of the restaurants before you get to the Bar Street area. Now technically this street we're coming on to now is the start of Bar Street. There's a little bit of renovation going on in some of the buildings. You've got a bar restaurant here called Different, and it is different. I'll leave you to understand what that means when you get here. It's a very, very nice building indeed. Have a look at that. And then there's been a purchase next door, and this young gentleman has worked very, very hard indeed. His wife's involved, his children are involved, and his mother involved. And it's called The Cave. It's written in Georgian. There it is. So it's a Restaurante Taverna, and translated into English, it means the hidden cave. And they are trying to entice the British clientele because you understand those are what they want. So they've come up with a great menu indeed. There's some traditional food, and then there's pork kebab, chicken kebab, that sort of thing. But there's a very, very wide and varied menu. And the prices, as you can see, well, they're rock bottom. Silvia?
You know, the name of it in Georgia sounds like that. Zveli Metehi. It means old cave. The food is here very, very different. It's a little bit different from what you used to have and what I used to have here, as long as I'm living in Cyprus. But it's luxury food, very tasty and very special for me.
Yeah, it is very, very tasty food. I mean, just so you understand, she's a Georgian, I'm an English, and there is the traditional food of Georgia, and that is called kinkali. You can have them with cheese in, they're like dumplings with cheese in or with meat in. That's how they dress up the bottles of wine. It's a place with a little bit of panache, and he is rapidly doing it up and making it very, very special.
If you understand, they even wrote down in Georgian language, which means welcome. It sounds like that. Mobzandit.
There we go. So welcome.
Mobzandit.
There we are.
Mobzandit.
Well, you like a bit of mopping, yeah?
A welcome.
You like a bit of mopping?
Yes. And mopping as well.
Yes.
But it's mobrzandit.
Okay.
You know, mobrzandit.
So that means welcome in Georgian.
Welcome. And добро пожаловать in Russian.
Okay.
So this is very, very welcoming restaurant, I can assure you.
Well, they're very, very welcoming people, that's for sure. I want to show you some of the refurbished. The inside bar is very, very nice indeed. And you've actually got a raised deck area, and that's where you're going to go. That's the box, and that's Zauri. There's his two great boys, and they're waiting to welcome him. And there's the other boss. Well, that's the real boss. And there's another boss over there. Let's pop upstairs and show you a great view down. Because, to be honest, since we last visited them a couple of days, they've only been open a couple of days, they are slowly but surely picking up customers. There's a raised decked gallery. Look, I'm losing my English. Galleried area up here. And the plan is, as the time goes on, they're going to make this into an evening diner. Look at that. That's a spectacular restaurant. It's going to be a great restaurant. They are great people. We're not in their pay, if that's what you're thinking, but I do like a bit of Georgian cuisine because I do like my half Georgian, Armenian, beautiful wife. There we are.
The owner, Mr. Zauri, he makes everything with his own hands, which means he's got a gold hands. He doesn't need 7 or 8 helpers. Not like other ones we know by the same name. Anyway, let's not to start now. We have to say that this up here, is going to be the night bar club on here. But because he doesn't have a time, he's doing it services at the same time. He's renovated slowly by slowly.
Yeah, you understand, he's done the main area downstairs to allow his mother, she's the cook, and his wife, she's the cook, and he helps at night. They've also got other staff as well, obviously. But I came here the other night, they opened their arms to us and they welcomed us. The food was very, very good indeed. Thank you, Zari. Thank you very much. He's an absolute star. Speaks very good English. If you're wondering, by the way, he does speak very good English. Fluent Georgian, because he's Georgian, and fluent Russian, because he speaks very good Russian. That's his dad. There we are. So it's a family business, and you're going to watch the two boys grow up as well. And they're obviously going to come and monkey around and have a great time. English people are slowly flocking in. There's 2 tables with them. There he is. So that's the place that you're looking for. And it's at the very, very start of Bar Street. So as we proceed and hit the Bar Street area, what you're going to find on the left-hand side is the Baywatch bar. Very, very popular bar, cocktail bar, sports bar, events bar, if you understand me. A lot of people know where it is. It's on this little crossroad, and across the road to that you've got the Rainbow Club, you've got the Caliente, and you go down there and you get to the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. There it is, Baywatch. Bit of football going on. There's Friends Bar in the distance. There's the Caliente Bar, and then just over there is the Democritus restaurant, the oldest traditional taverna in the whole of Paphos. So, to get your bearing, we just came from just down there. Come out of the Sofiana Beach Resort, cross over the road, there's a wood track in front of you, taxi office, wiggle behind that, there's a bit of renovation buildings going on, and that's where that restaurant is. And I promise you, you're going to get great service, great food, and your bill, it's going to be very, very low indeed. So please be generous and give them a nice tip.
It's a family restaurant, as you did understand. And the 2 blondie, blue-eyed boys. I know that Georgians looking like very fair and blue eyes, but these boys were not looking to the father, like a father or mother, because I've seen them both. I said, where is this
postman? The postman has struck again.
I said, where is this blue-eyed boys coming from?
Postman has
from
struck
the
again.
grandmothers and
What's that place over there called?
Robin.
That's the Robin Good pub, or Robin Hood. She goes on about me renaming businesses. Well, she's named that the Robin Good because they didn't understand in a previous life that the word was hood. They thought it was good, and they thought he was robbing good. Well, we know he was robbing good, but he actually had a hood.
I'm not kidding, I'm not lying. We all, and still, I believe that there is many people, they think it's Robin Hood.
There we are, right. There's Mr. Lewis. You right, Mr. Lewis? There we are. Red Lion Bar, busy bar, and it's ramping up the volume, and it's getting ready for a very, very busy night. If you've committed a few sins, well, you can always pop in there and repent them in the beautiful little quaint church that's situated on Bar Street. Very, very unusual place to put a church, but I think it was there long before Bar Street actually arrived. Over there, that is the rear to the Dionysus Hotel. So you've got a front entrance, you've got a restaurant, you've got an Italian restaurant, and that's its rear end, shall we say. Coming up over here, that is, well, one of the busiest bars in the whole of the Paphos area. There's some of the gumbarus. They're going to be enticing you in, shall we say.
Thank you,
that's
brother.
their job, that's their job. Sally Briers, we haven't forgotten you. There's your bar. One of the greatest dancing bars in downtown Kato Paphos. Other side of the road, opens a bit later. The boogie woogie, out of Africa for some food. And then of course, our gumbarus over here. So if you want some really good food, you pop in here. I was going to sneak up on him, but he spotted us. I was going to sneak up on you, but you spotted us. There we are. You want a nice kebab, you come and see him. You want a pizza, you go and see him. Have a look at that. Wow.
Special pepperoni.
That would be the one I would have.
Special pepperoni.
And that one. Lovely. Absolute star. Greatest pizza in downtown Kato Paphos, and that man's a star. Stick with us. We're going to go a bit further and see what's going on. Bubbles is getting ready to bubble the night away over there. It's ramping up and getting ready for a busy night indeed. Disco club, cocktail, music, bars, drinking, partying, dancing, you name it, you can do it in there. Receive it?
When you say Bar Street, you expect it, you know, boogie and jumping, running people and dust it all over.
Well, it's too early.
But it's a little bit early, if you understand. If we were here on the right time, believe me, we were running like lunatics here.
Yeah.
The music.
On this side, a bar that needs very, very little introduction indeed. That is the Notorious Bar. Again, one of the busiest, oldest and most famous bars in the whole of the downtown Kato Paphos area. Unfortunately now we come to an area that's not quite so good. Some of it's had the living daylights knocked out of it, like that one. There's a kiosk that's still functioning over there because there's a lot of people who like a can of Coke, obviously, and there are people, believe it or not, who do live in the apartments above some of these businesses. You've got a closed down bar there. You've got the Station Bar, which was open, but it hasn't opened for the summer season. You've got the Vibes Club, which is open on a Friday and Saturday night. Over this side here, both of these buildings to the right of us have been acquired and they have been cleaned up a little bit. If you go hunting back in our old videos, you're going to find that, well, they were death traps, that's for sure. So they have been cleaned up, they have been bought by a developer, and they are going to be turned into restaurants and bars. And the plan is to put a third floor on, refurb the whole lot and make some luxury apartments and, well, rent them out to the tourists. Oh my God, it's the Bulgarian Mafia. There she is, look at that. Absolutely everywhere. She's getting ready for a busy, busy night, that's for sure. Now, if you want to learn how to knock 7 bells out of someone, Bar Street is a strange place. You could come here and go to the Wing Chun Kung Fu Academy, and Mr. Stavros, well, he'll teach you how to fight, that's for sure. This one over here has actually been bought, because this was Theo's takeaway in the olden days. It's been bought, they've tidied it up, and it's going to reopen, but not this year, next year as a takeaway. It's all to do with licensing, planning permissions, that kind of thing. Stay with us, here we go. What have you seen, Gracie, a bit?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing new.
This is the rear of the Nest Cafe. If you've been to Paphos in the past, a lot of people know where that place is, and it's a very, very old traditional cafe which looks after the expats. It's a shame that this place hasn't done better. It's a shame. It's still open, and this is Marion's Taverna Grill House, Grill Street 12, and it opened. We met the boss, Mr. Yanis. He was a great, great guy, but there's not enough business around for it to open 7 days a week. So it now is only opening Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and not on Sunday. But on a Sunday's a funny day, like the fish and chips shop down the bottom, that doesn't open either. I think, to be honest, with British people anyway, we have a big Sunday lunch and get fat, and then on Sunday night, well, we just watch TV. Perhaps Marika and me, that sort of thing. Catch up on the episodes that you may have missed.
It's not only with the British people. I think people all over the world are like each other.
Winding down on a Sunday night, yeah, and watching Marika and me. It's a very good channel to watch.
Hopefully,
I highly, highly recommend it.
Hopefully, do more and more and more.
If you get bored, you can always click off and go and watch Ben from Boulder Bank
No
Club.
way.
No?
No way. Why?
Sorry, Ben.
Is he more interesting
Well,
than
he's quite
me
an
and you?
interesting man.
Come on, you. Mr.
He does take
Tom,
great
He
risks.
started less than us.
Well, sorry, Ben. She's insulting.
He's just been going for long.
He's been going for a long time. He's an absolute superstar amongst the YouTube community. One of these days, he may go on a big bird and come and visit us, and wow, our views would go up. Anyway, Keg and Barrel, there it is. They're watching a bit of football in there. There's some guy over there, you right? There we are. Some superstars in there. They're all watching the football, having a pint or two. And then over there, you've got a very, very popular bar. Got lots and lots of cats, and it's called the Memories Bar. And then just over there, you've got the greatest fish and chip shop in Paphos, if not the world. And that fish and chip shop is T&J's. Stick with us. Let's get down to the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea.
Talking about bold and bankrupt, okay? We all have an individual opinion. No, we all have individual gifts.
I'm going to stop her now.
I'm not going to say something.
Well, you're not. I'll punch you
Don't be
if you do.
scared. Some people like you, some people like me, some people like him. So this is how the world's going on.
Yeah, we all have different tastes. Some people hate Marika and me. One or two people like us. So big shout out to Mr. Justin and Miss Tracy and your daughter Sophie and JJ, because those are about the only people that actually like us. Anyway, that dog owns that restaurant, and it's called the Corner Restaurant because he's always here. He's always sitting outside his restaurant. Another Georgian style restaurant. Have a look at that. Spotlessly clean. Beautiful. And yet again, lots and lots of traditional Georgian food. and Greek as well, and in traditional cuisine. That is what they are most famous for, and that is called King Kali. Very tasty indeed. Cheese ones and meat ones. She understands. There we are. Another restaurant here. Very, very busy restaurant indeed. This stretch of road has got quite a lot of restaurants. That guy's a superstar. Yes, Ash, you're right.
You're right, good.
He's a great guy, very friendly, and he spends a lot of time out here trying to get to know you. And the idea, of course, is to get you to go into the restaurant.
Dollies, by the way. Look, I've been looking
Oh,
at
dollies.
Look
There we
at them. Look how
Handmade dollies.
Look at this.
Look at that.
And they all different. The one doesn't look like another. Look at this beauty.
There we are. We'll get Grasivi Labouf shrunk down and make one of those, and we'll charge you. They're handmade. There we are. Can we get one of her shrunk down? Yes, of course. There we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Look,
Okay.
look
Hold on.
at this.
He's going for the young lady. That's the young lady there. Yes, yes.
I mean, it's a handmade.
So you actually knit these yourself? Wow. That could be the absolutely perfect gift, because lots of people have got granddaughters. We understand. That could be the perfect gift.
I don't know which
And
one
something
I like
to cherish.
more, but I
Look at
like
them.
all of them.
And that's the lady that does the knitting. So she's a very talented lady indeed.
For
See,
example,
oh,
look at this.
fallen in love with that
she's,
one. Yeah, they're
you
tied
can-
on.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise,
look at this.
they get
Look
stolen.
at this.
Uh-huh.
How
Very nice.
beautiful.
Very, very nice
Or,
indeed.
for example, it's different now,
To be
look at
honest,
these.
it's $17.99. I think they're too cheap.
but they are handmade.
So, first up, look. Oh, we're going to have a look. Hold on. We've been invited to go in the shop, so we're going to have a look. This is a little treasure. Look at some of the things on here. Look at that. This could be a shop that many of our subscribers have missed, because I've fallen in love with this shop already. Whoa, here we are. Here's some more works of art. In fact, here's the dolly of Grasivi Labouf. Grasivi Labouf. She's gone off into the shop that sells clothes and dresses. These are Grasivi Laboufs.
My
Look at that.
God, how they are Barbie girls, okay? We can't stay here.
Grasivi
because then
Laboufs.
you-
Right. We'll come back and make a special video on this shop, because I do like this shop and I like the way the lady welcomed us in. Have a look at those with all these little bits of glitter on. Very, very nice.
I haven't seen them.
Yes. Nice. Very, very nice.
I were.
Special,
Yeah,
special
but
shop.
For a slimmer girl than me.
Let's have a quick look inside. Come on, Grasivi Labouf. Let's go in. Let's have a look. It's a very, very nice shop. And just to give you an idea of where it is, because obviously lots of people are going to walk around, haven't got a clue where you are, a bit like us. Right across the road, you've got the Almira Hotel. So it's a pretty easy place to find. It's a very, very big building. There's a big sign that says Almira, and there's another big sign that says Almira, and it's a very, very big hotel, and it's just up the road from the Alexander the Great. So you should be able to find this shop. There it is. And it's Andre's shop. And it's a clothing shop and a souvenir shop. Right, let's get inside and have a look. Because something we like, it's shops that do something different. There's lots of shops in the harbour area that are selling the same thing over and over again. Whereas this shop is selling things that are unique. And that's what most people want. Something that's unique at a sensible price.
That white
The
one.
white
is
one
a
at the top.
bride.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at that.
She is absolutely beautiful.
And we understand a lot of people come to Cyprus, book into the big fancy hotels for weddings. There's another idea. So we've all got granddaughters, but we've all got daughters who are going to get married. What about one of those as a gift?
Wow. Wow.
There's a lot of special things in here.
Amazing. And those things, you see,
Yeah.
handmade again, how you call them? Those different...
Well, I think they are little things that you could store things in, like money or something.
yeah.
Again, perhaps your daughter or your son, well, not, he hasn't had the baby, if you understand what I mean, but they've had a baby. So you could buy them one of those as a gift. Some nice things in the shop. Now, these things here I do find attractive. Perhaps I would suit them if I wore them, but I think primarily they are for the ladies. Grasivi Labouf has fallen in love again. There we go.
Is it too short?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Wow. I wouldn't actually, I would
You'd
hide
put a
little
brooch
bit
or
of
something.
Balconies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no.
But-
Most of our male subscribers would say no, but yes, you would hide a little
no,
bit.
you should, because look, it's too it's done on the way. It's beautiful, but you should. Oh, it's in a different
Right.
colors.
See, this is the problem. Bring that woman into this shop, me, I'll be bankrupt. That woman will be a very rich woman. Look at the smile on her face. She's going to be a very, very rich woman, and I'm going to be a poor woman. Poor man. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Right, Krasiviela booth, it's time.
I would like to say to all of you that I've been living so long here. I've never been here before. From now on, I'm gonna visit it every day. Perhaps I'll find the dress of my dream or the dolly of my dream, or perhaps I already found. I like the first
She's
rose
pontificating.
and the white. I like the first girl.
She's
and the white.
pontificating.
It's beautiful. I know I'm pontificating, but I've never seen such a beauty before in my life. I would like to tell you that I'm very humbled that you watched us. My goodness, look at here.
She's pontificating.
And I would like to tell you thank you very much for watching. I don't know where to look to say bye-bye to you or to try the dresses. Thank you again. Come back to see another of our nice madnesses. Many thanks. I'm very hot.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness. This is a great shop. In fact, we befriended a lady. We're going to come back one day next week and make a video just on this shop. That's the start. Thanks for watching.